Shout out to
It's
old nigga.
good. We have dropped back in like we never left. Of course, it is your boy, Monterey Hudson, aka Young Mustard. And of course, we are here not celebrating the announcement of another Kendrick album and dropping of it. No, we're here to make it make sense on your Saturday evening. Of course, I can't make it make sense alone. I am joined by a colorful crew of collective and wonderful people. First and foremost, he is going to get the Summer Jam stream with this one. It is, of course, the Hollywood Sensei and the little one. What is
Young
it?
Sensei in the building. That's crazy.
Boy,
Two
Hollywood
generations of
Sensei.
Sensei.
Yep, 2 generations of senseis here. You got the young sensei. Say hi, younger.
You can see the wisdom in his
Young.
cheeks, yo.
Oh
You can
yeah,
see the wisdom in his cheeks. I can tell.
He said,
good
"Turn the
boy.
TV off." It's like, right.
Yep. Yeah. You got to turn the TV off, nigga.
You got to
Sensei
look
of the Blur Cartel. Turn the TV off. You know what I mean? What's going on?
turn your TVs up. And of course, we also have the man at the garden himself, Zell May.
It's the man at the garden. Your boy Laughing so amazing, cute, looking clean, looking sexy, and of course, we hyped to talk about the Kendrick and everything that's going on. Lil Wayne responded, all that stuff. We got to like talk about it, and of course, let me introduce it. It's Afro.
Yeah, we got one of the number one glazes of Kendrick Lamar on the internet is African 765.
Yo, look. I don't listen. There's no Glaze. I'm just saying. The Grand National Experimental was only made for 1 year. That shit had a V6 and a turbo in 1985. Quit playing with him, yo.
Yeah,
You ready to roll on,
the
nigga?
number one glazes on.
You know what I mean?
And it beat a Ferrari in the race.
And
It
if you're wondering,
It
if you're
did.
wondering what we're talking about, of course, Kendrick made a surprise album drop. Surprised everybody yesterday at midday. He decided, you know what? It's time to come out with a new album. Wait, I'm sorry. My bad. It's a GMX, the bootleg Carter 2. Yeah, I said it.
Bootleg
Anyway,
Carter
drop
2 is
GMX.
crazy. Bootleg Carter 2 is fucking
A 12 track list album. Hard for me to find this track list, but of course, it starts out with Whacked Out Murals, which did take shots at Lil Wayne. If you were wondering, yes, it did take a couple of shots at him before. He mentioned them saying things like, I used to bump the Carter 3, have a rolling chain. Proud. Ironic, I think my hard work let Wayne down. Then, of course, gives a shout out to Nas as being the only one to congratulate him for his actual Super Bowl. No,
yeah, I was gonna say that nigga
Super Bowl, I don't want to say
doubled down on that
nomination,
shit
but
on
Super Bowl
Twitter.
halftime show award. And Wayne did come back and say, "What the freak did I do? I just be chilling." They still
No,
come
nigga, you was crying like a bitch over this shit.
Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. Nobody really wants destruction. Not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. Also, Wayne did say, and of course, all of Beyonce's internet has had multiple takes about this album, their own thoughts.
That nigga did average 22 though. We forget.
Hey,
different thoughts. Then of course, have fans have to come on and say like, making nods and announcements to Wayne and stuff. Like, you said the Super Bowl was taken from you and it was never promised in the first place. Never congratulate the artist who looked up to you and worked hard himself to get it, but now it's WTF did I do? So Kendrick dropped GMX, has the internet in a tizzy for multiple reasons, and I have to ask my people here their thoughts, their mindsets, their takes. And so we will start out with the Glaze. Got to go ahead and get it out the way. Afrocomedy 765. What say you about this surprise?
Will Kendrick fans tell Afro like he told me?
What say you about this?
We ain't glazing enough.
Yo,
We ain't glazing enough.
Here's the thing, Kendrick, what's the last album y'all heard where a nigga went 12 for 12, yo? No misses. Hit every one. I'm just saying, from Whacked Out Murals to fucking Gloria at the end to everything in between, this album was nasty, yo. Like, he touched on everything, and then still, look, this nigga put SZA on a Luther Vandross sample. Quit playing with him. Like, quit playing with this nigga. It's just too much. Look, I turned my TV off after track 7. I turned my TV off for a little bit, nigga. I just did. I had to sit with it.
TV actually got him.
I legitimately turned my TV off for a hot second. I was like, yo, let me sit in the first half of this album for a second. This nigga said bing bop boom bop boom. You niggas can't understand me. I was like, yo, I agree. Yo. Like it was just nasty work, yo. All the way around. Like I'm trying not to get like too nitpicky, but like, even reincarnated. This nigga was like, hold on, I'm gonna just go ahead and we're gonna tell the story of both Tupac and Jimi Hendrix, and I mean, and then he ended off with talking about himself and the devil. This nigga said that he's pushing peace in L.A., but he loves war. You don't test this nigga. Don't, folks. It's just look, y'all gonna look. And maybe Kendrick's right. Maybe y'all niggas are still going into 2025 scary. He is not, yo. He is not going into 2025 scary. This nigga is. It is boogeyman season, yo. When he told y'all he was gonna pop out and show niggas, he was not playing. He was not playing remotely. And like, that's a chill guy right there. Like, look at that nigga. That nigga is chilling. And just this nigga dropped his nuts on the whole industry and said, "Somebody please test me." And like, niggas is gonna get off the subtweets. But I've seen literal Drake fans, and I've seen both sides of the spectrum. I've seen Drake fans that are just hating, like, oh, 0 out of 10, this shit's garbage. And then I've seen nigga academics is even like, this shit's nice. Like, academics, this nigga got Drake's name tatted on his ass, bruh, and still said this shit was nice. This nigga got a whole Aubrey Graham tattoo on his ass and still said that shit was nice, bruh. I mean, come on! It is what it is. Look, and to every nigga that was out there saying, "Oh, what's Kendrick gonna play at the Super Bowl? You can't just play not like us." Now, this nigga got a smorgasbord of shit that's gonna have niggas stepping in stadiums throwing subs at your favorite rappers, and there ain't shit you can do about it but listen and clap like the rest of us. Come on. Yo, this was his victory lap.
Yep. We got another one that missed the mark. We will try again. Thank you, Afro Comment, for your dedication to the Kendrick Lamar Praise and Glaze fan club. We will now move on to the one and only, the leader of what it sounds like, Hollywood Sensei.
Will he get criticized for not glazing enough again? With me.
Let's see. Hollywood Sensei, your thoughts on the album?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know, I listened to it when I woke up. I listened to it when I was getting my hair done. I listened to it at work last night. I mean, I fucks with it. Like, I mean, yes, I am a Kendrick fan, of course. We all know that. But I like what I heard. Like, I mean, I'm not one of these fans that's gonna sit here and go back and forth with people. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. It's not going to deter me from listening to it. So I don't care. Like, your opinion is your opinion.
I got that shit on my background while we're doing this.
You know, if you ain't like this, if you didn't like the album, that's cool. You know what I mean? You know, I applaud you. And you can go on about your day, and I'm gonna go on about mine and keep listening to the music. But I liked what I heard. I mean, I do appreciate the West Coast influence of this album. I mean, and the samples was fire. I mean, from the Luther John was crazy. I mean, of course, the Heart Part 6 with the SWV sample. I mean, that John was fire. I mean, then even the mariachi shit on there was. I mean, shout out to Kendrick for putting that. I forgot the lady name, but giving her some spotlight. You know what I mean? Overall, like, if you're looking for like super lyricism, like Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, this is not the John for that. Like, I mean, he even said it and whacked out morals. I mean, I want y'all to, catch this shit.
I want double entendres. I want y'all niggas to really feel this shit, yo.
I mean, overall, to me, in my opinion, it's a solid project. I just my biggest thing is when stuff like this drops, everybody just feel like, oh, their opinion is absolute. Like, if I say it's ass, it mean it's ass. If I say it's hot, it mean it's hot. That's not the truth. You know what I mean? Everybody listen to music differently. Everybody ears work differently. If you ain't like it, you ain't like it. That's cool. Like I said, I don't care if you didn't like it because I did. You know what I mean? And that's really all that matters at the end of the day. If you liked it, that's cool. Keep listening. If you didn't like it, that's cool. Don't listen. The world's still gonna move. The album's still gonna sell. It's still gonna slap because he got a number of fans that still fuck with him. You know what I mean? So if you didn't like it,
some culty.
if you ain't like it, that's cool. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. I like the project. You know what I mean? I like the features on there. You know, you see the name Turn the TV Off, probably my favorite song already. You know what I mean? Whacked Out Murals was cool. The intro that's a slapper. The whole joint for me is a no skip. Like it's not one song where I'll be like, I don't want to hear this joint. Like, nah, I'm listening to it straight through, front to back. Like, as far as the Wayne thing goes, like, I mean, it's like I was saying before with the whole Super Bowl thing. I mean, it's just kind of this victim mentality.
But we also got to remember, Wayne is not good live, yo. I have paid money at least 2 times that I can remember to see Lil Wayne live. He was not good either time.
Definitely.
Or I saw somebody that said, if you talk about Wayne, you got to fight him today. So,
but you know, it's kind of like
you got to. I'm gonna set it up for you.
And for me, when I'm reading these bars right here, I didn't really take it as a diss. Like, you know what I mean? But if that's what everybody want to run with, that's what
we all saw, yo.
You know what I mean? I don't take that as a diss. It's not like he said, fuck that nigga. It's just like, yo, I looked up to you. You know what I mean? And my run obviously got you upset because I got something that you think you deserve. You know what I mean?
Entitlement is crazy.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, and for me, I've been seeing a lot of when that lighter flick and all that. Listen, I love Lil Wayne. Like, all my niggas that know me, that grew up with me, know I was a Wayne head. Like, when that nigga came home from jail, you know what I mean? When he was booked, I was on the internet like, yo, I'm listening to Easy all day. But that's beside the point. I am a Wayne fan. I'm a Kendrick fan. But we got to be serious. As great as Lil Wayne is as a rapper, he's never been a great diss track battle type rapper. Like,
yeah, Wayne's a punchline guy, yo.
We gotta slow the brakes on that. We can't forget that Ghoulish exists. And
it's one of the worst.
That's one of the worst diss tracks ever.
Yeah.
Like, so
I took that out of his resume. I'm trying to forget that.
Like, we not going to sit here and act like he didn't say fuck Pusha T and everybody that love him. His head up his ass. I'm gonna have to headbutt him. And that was prime Wayne. That was prime Wayne who said that whack ass shit. And I'm not about to sit here and tell me a Wayne that's not in his prime is about to come out and blaze a nigga. It's not gonna happen. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he whack. I ain't saying he ass, but he's not a good diss track rapper. He's never been a good diss rapper. Like, he good at throwing subliminal shots.
What about the Gilly? What about the Gilly diss?
You know what I mean? We're calling this nigga Willie the Squid. That was ass. Like, he's a good subliminal. Like, when he throws subliminals at Jay-Z and niggas like that, them joints was fire. But all out diss tracks,
I love it.
Come on, bro. Don't act like Ghoulish doesn't exist, because that joint is not. It's not good. Yeah, I mean, that joint is worse than Bigfoot, and that was that was another debacle. But I say all this to say the album was good to me, in my opinion. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep enjoying it, regardless of what other people got to say. Too. I mean, I'm gonna let them have their opinion. Like I said, that's not going to stop me from listening. It's not going to affect my listening experience at all. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's cool. Like, I mean, I'm gonna still have my volume up. That's Gucci. I'm gonna still turn my TV off. You know what I mean? I feel like, now he got some slappers even though he already had slappers he was going to play at the Super Bowl, now he got some more. You know what I mean? He got some more. And like I said, I appreciate Kendrick for bringing out some of these, newer West Coast artists.
Nigga, we got AZ Chike on a fucking Kendrick album.
You know what I mean? Them Jones was
crazy.
Like, I fucks with it. This whole album was cool for me. Like, I'm good. I don't got nothing negative to say about it. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about Wally.
My only criticism for me is always I like longer length projects. You know what I mean? 12 songs is kind of you know what I mean? I'm more of a 14 to 20 type of bull, but I'm cool with the 12. It was a cool album. I'm not about to jump out the window and say it's album of the year. You know what I mean? For me, it's not. It's one of the better rap albums I've heard this year, but album of the year, I'm not going to go that far. Like, you know what I mean? But for me, it's a solid like 8.5 out of 10. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it at.
You didn't glaze enough. You finna get this today.
We moved down the totem pole. Man at the Garden,
The man at there.
speak your piece.
Listen,
Will you praise Kendrick today in the House of Ken, or will you be ousted?
it is for me. It's not no skips. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then I want to know what you would skip, though. If I'm going to be completely honest, I'd like to know.
I'm sorry. Peekaboo and GNX.
Yo, I'm literally listening to Peekaboo as we speak. That shit is.
Peekaboo was a slapper. You don't like it?
I literally have
it's-
Peekaboo on in the background right now.
It's too much for me.
That is a slapper.
Listen, I like my thoughtful Ken. Listen, it's a great album. It's a great album. It ain't. Is it
Them
the
niggas ain't
perfect
talking about
album?
nothing, though, Zelmay. Them niggas ain't talking about nothing, though.
But I did like it. I did. Whacked Out Mirrors is one of the best intros to me, and one of the funniest intro. And Kendrick does what Kendrick does. When he comes out, he rattles up the rap game every time he comes out. That's what he does. That's his thing. He comes up. It's a lot of conversation. How many albums this year? How many times did a rapper come out and we make a whole show dedicated to that rapper? I'm just saying.
It don't happen too often.
Not too often. It was basically been only him and Drake for the most part.
Yeah.
And every year he dropped a song last year. I remember we had a show because we thought an album was coming out last year because he did a song with his cousin. We were like, oh, he coming out. So
when he did the track with Baby King.
Yeah, so every time he dropped, people have a whole conversation about Kendrick. He has that ability. He is that guy. I did want to say Whacked Out Mirrors was an amazing song. I do like the Benchman style. It doesn't feel like an album. It felt like a collection of let me have fun on the album. And then maybe that's why I can see why people say he's going to drop something else.
Look, that shit dropped on PG Lang through Interscope. That's a fucking album, yo. So
I'm just saying,
I'm saying niggas
I'm talking about his style of album, not just that.
Yeah. But
his style of album is more of a cohesive.
This is one of the first albums where I feel like the songs he went into it thinking that these songs would be replayed. Because I feel like a lot of the Kendrick albums we got are like introspective pieces and songs that we sit with and digest and aren't just shit that like we run back to every rip. I feel like this album is songs that are going to get like serious rotation mainstream wise.
So we running back to Yell Out Mustard in 3 years from now?
Oh, I guarantee you.
Man, come on, bro. You killing me, bro. At a certain point, we gotta stop it. Never mind, go ahead.
Listen, that song going forever stand the test of time.
That shit is standing.
Go ahead, Zell.
By the way, I do want to say this because I do agree with most of what everybody's saying. Like I said, it wasn't no skips for me, but it's a good album, solid album.
Skipping Peekaboo is crazy though.
I don't glaze enough. I told you that's the one thing I don't glaze enough. That's the one thing I'm trying to do. I love y'all Kendrick fan, but I get attacked just for not glazing enough, and that's always funny. I go in there and play, hey, man, you didn't say 10 in?
Earlier this year, nigga, I was told I was not pure enough to weigh in on a Kendrick beef.
Because Kendrick fans, I'm just like, Kendrick stands are insane. They like Nicki Minaj fans, and now they kind of beefing on the internet. And it's kind of weird on Twitter. I'm enjoying the like Nicki Minaj Kendrick fan beef because they both are insane. Apparently, some Nicki Minaj fan just like tweeted the Kendrick parents' house and shit. So now the Kendrick fans looking for some shit on Nicki because they are all insane. But that's how bad it gets. By the way, I want people to understand.
That's the weird shit I don't like.
I want y'all to be human beings when we do this because I saw a guy. Shout out to my guy from Mississippi. My guy Furious. He literally said, if you like Kendrick, man, you gotta fight. I promise the guy, everybody. And then he started dissing random people he knew were Kendrick fans. I'm like, this is insane. You don't even support your own best friends like this. No, your best friends who trying to start a business, you don't even support like this. I'm sorry. It's people that do this. It's insane. Listen, you can like Kendrick. You can like J. Cole. You can like Drake. It's okay.
Right.
You don't have to threaten to fight everybody. You don't have to leak people's families' addresses. It's not. You don't know these niggas. They don't know you. They see you. They might not even speak to you. That goes for Kendrick and Drake. They might not even talk to you. You do not have to ride this hard for these people. Live your life. And by the way, I do want to also say this before I get off. If you have a music opinion, just state the bare opinion on what you like and dislike. Don't show me that you're kind of stupid and don't know nothing about music when you talk. Like, if you don't say Tupac will roll in his grave if you listen to Reincarnation. I'm like, no, Tupac would love Reincarnation. That's a theater kid. You don't know who Tupac is. You just like what you listen to. Also, know that Reincarnation is made niggas by Tupac instead of just saying it's Hit 'em Up. It's not Hit 'em Up remix. I don't know why y'all got to listen. When y'all say stupid, when y'all say stupid things like that, I'm like, oh, you don't know shit. Before you speak, please just I automatically devalue your opinion on things because you just doing random glazing thing. You just trying to get your opinion out. That's the one thing that this the one thing I don't like about this whole thing is now all of a sudden it become like this thing in which you either like it's some people that just hate Kendrick album just because they like Drake stands. I'm like, that's weird. And if some nigga feel like they gotta be against Drake, so they gotta love the Kendrick album, which is also weird. I'm like,
that's how you feel.
I'm like, listen. Be a regular human being. Don't threaten to fight everybody that you see on the internet. Don't state random opinions when you don't know what you're talking about. Just say, yo, I liked it. I didn't like it. Like Hollywood said, that's fine. You don't have to threaten to fight Hollywood because he liked the album.
Right. And I'm not going to threaten to fight you because you ain't like it. Like,
hey, he riding for Lil Wayne right now. He mentioned Lil Wayne. He mentioned the GOAT. We got to fight. Square up. I'm like, nigga, what? Bro, you don't even fight for your brother. I know your brother. Your brother got jumped. You didn't do nothing, but you're fighting for Lil Wayne.
Yo, not riding for your brother, but riding for Wayne is crazy.
Your brother got jumped out there. You didn't do nothing. You watched it. I'm telling people business. My bad.
That's disgusting.
My bad. I'm telling people business.
You're fine.
And he was serious. He threatened to fight me. He sitting in the dresses. I'm like, oh.
That's how you get shot. Look, that's how you get shot where I'm from. Threatening to fight niggas over stupid shit is the quickest way to get hit.
All right, well, it's about that time, everybody, to bring a little bit of realness to this.
Oh, the hate is in his heart already. You can tell.
He brought the necklace out. What's on the
Yo, I was about to say, this nigga got a whole fucking necklace on, too.
He wear all black.
Yo, this nigga had hate.
This necklace is a shield. It's going to shield me from all the haterade that's going to come my way possibly when I make this next statement. This album is straight. It's straight out. Like,
I respect that. That.
What I would like, let me start off with I do have a couple of negatives, but I'm gonna start off with the good. The good, I think this is probably instrumental music wise, probably his best album. I think
100%
on every song.
The production on this shit is top.
I agree with Zell. I don't think it's a no skip. But like if I was just listening
I want to ask you the same question then.
I'm gonna get to that. Okay. If I was just listening to straight music, I would live every track of this straight. Like every beat is nasty. Like,
every beat great though.
I love every beat on the track. I love every beat on the album. Like, all of them were fine. All of them were fire. I don't really have no problem with none of them.
Especially Mustard, yo. Mustard was in his bag. TV off, yo.
But if I really want to be honest about the album, I would describe this album as busy work. Like, I don't think this album is like an amazing, groundbreaking album that just been even if you're working on it years, not what I'm saying. I don't think it's just one of those albums we're gonna be sitting here and praising.
I feel like this album was really quickly written.
I don't think this is nowhere close to the other project.
It's a hit nigga album. That's what I said to you.
I think this is busy. When I say busy work, I think like, okay, there's the album so that I can have something to reference in like 2.5 months at the Super Bowl.
Well, this was like his after summer. I felt like this was like his after summer like checkup. Like he was doing all his homework. He was doing the homework after his summer, after his crazy summer. And this
is like busy work to me.
To me, it's for like another release is coming type of thing.
Yeah. It's like a follow-up.
Oh yeah. Bruh, they say he
like
got
an
an
in
album
between album,
with
something like
Taylor
that.
Swift on it, yo. They say he got a Taylor Swift album, and that shit
Yeah,
wasn't
this
on
ain't the
there.
album you put Taylor Swift on. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
this
some of
ain't
these niggas ain't gonna make a regular, normal Kendrick album. This is like a West Coast theme. We gonna
Well,
see
Yo,
I
some
don't think
this
this is like
this
a
album
major.
was
This ain't
so
around. This is gonna be
fucking
like one of the
good,
ones.
though.
Okay, this is
It was really
one of
good.
his, solid
No,
albums, like one of the
I
solid
think this
albums.
shit
Not
gets
nothing
more
super groundbreaking, but just no, it was good. It was straight.
I
I
think
don't
that
have
this
like no
album
major
will get
next.
more replay value than Mr. Morale did.
Boy,
Oh,
you
for
ain't
sure.
never lied. Like,
For sure.
especially when you was making one. Oh, we'll have to look at every Kendrick. No, we don't. All of Kendrick's albums do not have a whole bunch of songs on them. But we have to go through like we have a Harvard degree and make a dissertation on it. I'm sorry. A bunch of them are just what they are. This is an album where a bunch of the songs on there are just what they are. Like just keeping it being with you. And for me, after TV off, there's a drop off in the album. I'm just gonna keep it a being.
Monte agree with me. Peekaboo and GMX.
Bro, I ain't gonna no, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you can look at me as I tell you this. Dodger Blue, Peekaboo,
Dodger Blue is
GNX
fire.
is a drop off.
Dodger Blue was on my iffy
Dodger
list when I
Blue
said
is-
my 2 out of 3, but I
Like
kind of
those
got over the G.
specifically for me are a drop off on the album. So it made it where after I got to the halfway
That
point,
shit had Roddy
other
Ricch.
than the Heart Part 6, I was like,
That beat on the Heart Part 6 is crazy.
man, the Heart Part 6, fire. I'm not gonna hit it.
I love that song.
The rest of this is like, why is the last third of the album like a bit more of a drop off than the first 2/3? The first 2/3 are fire. Like, you don't really like. I love Luther as much as I love Luther. That song was made for me. I love Luther.
That shit.
So,
It's definitely probably the features. I mean, the features probably threw niggas off. Like, yeah,
So
I
it's
love
because a
the
lot of them are,
features
like,
though, but I'm
rappers
an
that are not,
underground
like, super
Negro.
mainstream, or like try to put like a lot of younger talent into this, which I
Right.
appreciate him for, because one of the people that was trying to knock against
I'm
him.
still tweaking off of Dodie Chick being on the
because I feel like if you're not really tapped into the West Coast sound like that, then yeah, the features are definitely.
You should tap into the West Coast sound though, because it's
I mean,
amazing.
but everybody that's not West Coast or tapped into it will be confused because they're just not gonna be into it. So they're gonna be like, "Who is Dodie?" But like,
There were a lot of who the fuck is
who is, hit
who
a
the fuck
base
is
three. They can be like,
I was like, oh, y'all
knock
niggas
it.
got it.
Like I said, I think
J3
it's
got
like
a nice
a good
song, though.
in between album. Good follow up to your popularity in the summer, and I think it's probably just here. This drop off from Dodger Blue downwards drop off.
This on Luther is crazy.
No, I mean I love Luther. I'm just saying, like, Luther is number 3. Why get to number 8 down? And I'm like,
nah, see,
I like Gloria though. I did like Gloria.
I like Gloria. It wasn't Gloria when it like it's good cap
Gloria
off
Heart is
to the album. It's a good cap off to it. It's just this right here. This
they said Dodger Blue, Peekaboo is like,
I was like, Dodger Blue,
Dodger Blue grew on me
like,
though. It grew on me.
It's a drop off to me compared to, like, I can go from whacked out murals all the way to like reincarnated and TV off, and I ain't gotta stop nothing except maybe at Hey Now's like a little.
Hey Now is fire though.
And be fire. I go straight through, even with Hey Now being a little bit less.
That nigga had big boogers on his necklace, bro.
As soon as I get here,
that nigga had big boogers on his necklace.
Now I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. Out of those, like, once I'm gonna keep it a beam. When I was listening to it yesterday, when I did get the Dodger Blue, I kind of was like, all right, bro, like. You know what I mean, like,
Roddy Ricch fell off, yo.
I mean, I kind of was like,
Roddy Ricch fell off.
I kind of was like, this joint, you probably could have left this joint off, but it's still
Wally Spaz though. Shout out Wally Spaz.
Yeah,
but definitely. Mind you, I didn't say none of them were bad. It just, this is a drop off to me compared to the rest of it. Like, just starting at Dodger Blue, and
so when he really got in the West Coast bag, you're saying you disconnected.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. If you wasn't for Part 6, I literally would say a third of the album you could just drop off straight up. But
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Otherwise, I'd say you can drop off a third of the album, and then if I did that,
but I feel like this was the album for the West Coast, though. Low key.
So I can't. It's not 6 out of 10 because I think the Heart Part 6 saves a lot of it. So at least that second notch.
I like Gloria too. Like I said, Gloria.
Yeah, I said Gloria is a wonderful like tap off to it, but like saying like people probably like no, like this is like one of those albums where.
So my dad grew me on the Tucson Pick.
I mean, yeah, like if I want to put it like.
I think that's the South in us, Mate. That's the South in us.
Like no, like this is like I'm not praising Drake and none of that nature, but this would be like the equivalent of Certified Lover Boy. Like it was like it's solid, it's okay, but it's not nothing I'm gonna praise Drake over that much. Like it was okay, like had a couple of bangers about it. Like so, I'm saying like this is a solid album, good, does have some drop offs to it. Like and I ain't gonna act like it's amazing or praiseworthy. It's gonna be something okay. It was a good album. we'll keep going to the Super Bowl. Like, to me, that's why I call it busy work. Like this is some stuff y'all can hear and jam to for the Christmas holidays. Ramp it up for when I get to the Super Bowl. I can go and play. Like, what are these songs?
Think about
keep it a bit. Keep it a bit. These are full of songs you can play at the Super Bowl, most likely.
Oh yeah.
Like, you can play Luther. You can play a little bit of Squabble Up. You can say "Hey Now," all day, every day, and all that kind of thing. He can play Peekaboo.
I can definitely hear TV off at the Super Bowl.
You can hear TV off.
Yo, especially when he says I'll be walking through New Orleans like it was Compton, yelling mustard. Come on.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is busy work. So he's like, okay, I got tracks I can directly play at the Super Bowl. I ain't mad at you. Like, I'm gonna be hearing mustard. I'm gonna be hearing him say "Squabble Up," all that kind of stuff. Now, I'll be real. I don't know if he's gonna play White Out Mirrors in the Super Bowl, but
I'm curious about that too. But I know the Super Bowl ain't gonna be New Orleans. But if it was a regular Saints,
I don't know if he can play White Out Mirrors in the Super Bowl.
But it ain't gonna be the same audience though. That's the only thing.
If you say "Squabble Up" or "TV Off," some of that peekaboo. Whatever. I'm not gonna be mad at you playing. If you want to put a little bit of Luther, shout out to cool. I ain't mad at it. Like, this is songs that he can play at the Super Bowl. Maybe not White Out Mirrors, but whatever. So I ain't mad at it.
Whacked Out Mirrors is still one of the
good follow up. McDonald's want to put honey mustard on their thing. I don't really give a fuck. Like, go ahead, like, whatever.
Yo, Reincarnated goes so hard though. I hate people didn't realize.
Yeah, Reincarnated was actually
love that.
Bro, listen,
love that song.
playing off a song, the music.
Okay, then. So what are y'all favorite? Music? If you had to pick one favorite song, mine is Luther. Mine is easy. What is your favorite song off the album? Definitely, what's yours?
I'm gonna start Reincarnated, and I'm gonna tell y'all what. Listen, y'all know I'm that guy with introspective. I always tell y'all my favorite songs are Legacy by Eminem and other things like that. So saying that, playing off music and being musicians from 1947, telling that story, to 1974, telling the story about the Chitlins circuit, and then coming around and saying I'm Kendrick and buying it as the Satan talking to God and saying, hey, music is the choir that the devil used, and saying I flipped it to save y'all as being the devil is one of the most creative things I've ever seen. That's the one creative song he really did himself. The rest of them were just like dope songs. That was creative. I'm like, yo, if you give me that in the album, I know a lot of people ain't gonna hate it, but I'm an introspective type. So.
Afro-Kami, what say you? Best song on the album?
That's so hard.
By the way, let's read Isaiah 14. That's fire that he mentioned it.
Yo, Black Noah, he choked out a goat. Black Noah, he choked out a goat.
Pick the best song on the album for you.
I think the best song on the album for me, I think it might be Squabble Up, yo. Squabble Up is so quintessentially West Coast, and he sounds so at home in that song. It's everything.
Of course, you pick the song where he's actually taking shots at the entirety of the industry.
I mean, would you expect anything less? But if I give a close second to Peekaboo, even though fucking May would skip it. So fucking crazy.
I mean, I would too. I know.
That's crazy.
I told you, like, everything. Dodger Blue on down. I get rid of it.
I don't expect violent Kendrick to resonate with you too. If I'm being completely honest,
he was more violent up front.
No, it was the veiled violence. It's the violence that's there, but not said that gets me.
Here we go to end the levels again. How does it say? Best song on the album.
Best song on the album. I'm kind of stuck between because best song and my favorite song is two different. But best.
I was using them as one and the same.
if I'm saying favorite, is definitely TV Off. But the best song for me is between Man of the Garden, Reincarnated, and Heart Part 6.
Really? Because I think Luther might be like, if I'm going my favorites, like I said, I'm going like something Squabble Up, Peekaboo, fucking maybe Hey Now if I'm feeling nasty. But if I'm thinking like best, like produced, like put together, Luther is just arranged beautifully.
Yeah, Luther is cool, but I just that's like I like the song. It's great. You know what I mean? The samples, the scissor feature, definitely that drum go hard. But for me, I don't think that's the best song. Like if I gotta choose between
Man, at the Garden go hard. It made me feel motivated. Like, nigga, I deserve this. I deserve this.
Like that.
That's why I put the name. I deserve this. I'm like, yeah.
But if I had to
He deserves
choose,
it all, yo.
if I had to choose, it's gonna be Heart Part 6.
Ooh.
I love that beat.
He
That
did
beat.
do right. I'm not
sample.
gonna, he did right with Heart because that was saved the second third, the last third of the album. I swear to God. Oh boy.
I like that he still called it the Heart Part 6.
Like I just love the sample.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I love
That sample is my favorite. I told Gerald that yesterday. That sample my favorite.
like, I
And
love how
finally,
he used that sample.
It is that time as we do before you get the full breakdown on what it sounds like next week. Of course, you don't get the full
Well, yeah,
breakdown
this Monday.
but we will give you a little snippet here, starting with Zell. I need you to rate this album 1 to 10. What's your grade?
I think you already said it. Well,
7.5, 8,
7.5
or 8
out of 8 for this album. I can pretty much predict next one. We'll go ahead and give it up. Afro Kami,
No
1 to 10.
skips.
if I'm non-biasedly, it's still a 9 for me, even if I'm taking out my bias. With my bias, it's a hard 10. with my bias, but without it, it's still a 9. I say 8.5 at the lowest, but 9.
We got 1 7.5, 1 9. We have the Hollywood Sensei. Give you a snippet.
For me, I gave it an 8.5 only because it's too short.
8.5, 7.5, a 9.
The deluxe
broad
could
range
drop,
here.
though. The deluxe could still drop and add another 3 or 4 songs.
But we'll grade the deluxe if it comes out. That's a different thing.
I don't think it's coming,
this-
honestly.
So I had 3 songs I didn't like out of 12. So that's
A quarter of the album. Yep.
I'm gonna go. That's 7.5.
7.5?
I'm gonna get 7.5. Well, that's a solid album. I think 7.5 is great considering I had 3 duds, and for me, that last third of the album really sort of kills it for me. Like,
And I grade hard though, so don't be taking it like slice. I know everybody like to give people. I grade hard.
I mean, yeah, like I'm a pretty difficult grader. Like,
so don't take
I ain't praising Drake. Most of Drake's albums recently, I don't even want to grade them at all. So I ain't even knocking for that. But
yeah,
I said 7.5. I think this is a step up from Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
I do too, honestly. I like this more than I like Mr. Morale. But
Mr. Morale was one of the ones where I'm just like,
it's such an
I can't listen to that
album.
too many
It's
times
like
in a row.
I can listen.
This I can put at least 7 songs on some woofers and some loudspeakers and just be done with it.
You can hit the shuffle on this album, and you're probably going to be all right.
I'm Big Steppers part a lot.
So otherwise, that's our rating. That's what it is. Hopefully, Wayne fans don't go crazy. Hopefully, Kendrick fans don't go lazy.
They might attack you.
Well, listen,
you gotta
let's
fight.
be honest here. Wayne has an amazing pen, but Lil Wayne is on the record saying this nigga said he has to look up his own lyrics before performing them because he doesn't remember them.
So you really want this fight?
He really do.
I'm just
saying. You can remember your lyrics when you write them down for a beef, but we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, of course.
Listen, can I say this? Wayne, please don't do it. That little nigga is crazy.
Yo,
that little nigga is on one. He's on a warpath and he's challenging people to attack his warpath.
This nigga,
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That nigga, now it's plural.
Look,
everybody. He heard what Future said and said you
saw aliens
correct,
on Rosecrans, nigga. He saw aliens on Rosecrans. You don't fuck with the nigga that's seen aliens.
What say you, Hollywood?
My thing, because I'm a fan of both. Wayne is, to me, Wayne is the second best rapper of all time behind Jay-Z. So I'm gonna just throw that out.
My favorite rapper of all time.
I mean, I got my top 3 all time is Hove, Wayne, and Kendrick. But with that being said, I don't want Wayne to engage in this.
No, please.
For me, it's too much.
This whole album was bait. This whole album was bait for anybody.
It's too much stuff you can say about Lil Wayne. It's literally too much stuff you can say about him. You know what I mean?
You used to kiss Birdman on the lips.
It's way too much ammo that things get piled up over the years about Wayne. You know what I mean? The Birdman shit, the drug shit. You know what I mean?
Just
the Gilly may be writing for you shit. It's the anti-black comments and all that shit. It's too much shit.
Oh, he digging into that.
That could be. It's too much shit that could be said about you, Wayne. So like, please, just don't engage.
Let Nicki Minaj throw it out there. Let Alameda come out there because I need to see the young girl.
I will say
this.
I think she can. I will say this as a fan. I will say as a person who appreciates music, which is a little bit separate. I would say don't engage in this Wayne. I don't think this is gonna go well. But as a fan, if so happens, we would get like a 12 album track list of a Drake, Lil Wayne combination.
Nicki Minaj.
I'll say 6 songs combined between, because for some reason Drake decided to jump in this mode with Wayne. If I got a 6-song track list of Drake and Wayne straight going up against Kendrick, I'd be all for it. Even though, do I think all of them be hits? No, but I'd be all for it. Wayne takes out the pen, Drake joins with the Ghost Riders, and they gave a 6-song mini mixtape straight up against them. Go ahead and make my year. Make my year.
But what is the look if Kendrick washes both of them?
Oh, it'd be amazing. But I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna knock you.
I'm gonna be honest. Kendrick ain't gotten his pen that much. He only got his pen in one song.
Let me say this.
I don't feel like this nigga has even showed us
if Kendrick was to watch both of them 2v1, whatever the case may be, I honestly believe Hollywood might even could attest to this or go against it. I honestly believe it will not affect Wayne's legacy whatsoever. I really wouldn't. Like, it wouldn't.
It would hurt Drake's legacy a little more. It would hurt Drake's legacy a little more.
I don't really think it's gonna affect Drake's either, just because like at this point they're all made.
Yeah, but I agree with my man. I agree with mine, Ray.
I don't think
Wayne ain't gonna touch Wayne's legacy. Wayne ain't never. No, if Ghoulish didn't affect Wayne's legacy, ain't nothing gonna affect Wayne's legacy.
I'm talking about the direct results after this happens.
It'll blow Kendrick up.
To be like, oh, comments don't matter, fucking this and that. If Kendrick were to wash Drake and Lil Wayne, it would be social media would be a hellstorm for both of them. Lil Wayne has already proved, like, if niggas get to talking crazy on social media, he is gonna make a video, and it's not a good look when he does it. Can you imagine the crash outs that would happen, fucking just on IG alone if.
I don't think so. Like I said, I don't think it would be too big to where like their fans are gonna jump sideways or no, their fans are too big.
I think you guys are underestimating.
Just off of the Super Bowl mention that their fans are too that Wayne fans too heavy.
You guys are underestimating.
I mean, I'm telling you, Lil Wayne made Ghoulish and it didn't affect his legs. I'm just saying that.
I don't think it would.
As bad as that song is, he still.
Lil Wayne has not taken an L in the.
Yeah, I think the only person it would benefit.
Lil Wayne
is Kendrick. I think that's the only person who really benefits Kendrick. Outside of that,
he lost to Pusha T
or Drake negatively most of the
No, I mean
Drake, and I say that to Drake because Drake's name, social media wise, has already been dragged through the mud with everything that he's been quote unquote seen and everything people talk about regardless. So like, it's not gonna really make no difference if you bash him again anyway. Just
I don't know, yo. I think when
it might hurt him a little bit if he went and got Wayne and still lost. That might.
I say this.
That's the thing about he didn't get him. Wayne decided to engage in this himself.
That's true.
He didn't know
I would say this
in
because Drake and Wayne are already Drake and Wayne is already solidified. We already know that. You know what I mean? The only way this would affect them, you know what I mean, in like the bigger grand scheme of things is if it was like they was still on some up and coming type shit. All three of these niggas is already solidified in their position. The only thing it would do is just like people wouldn't really just anticipate their music like that. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like you already got how many number ones, you already got how many platinum records. You know what I mean? If both Wayne or Drake decided, you know what, I'm gonna walk away.
Oh,
nobody's gonna be like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, I don't think it's gonna be nothing super detrimental to their careers if
Wayne can retire and Drake can just do pop music.
I got one way. Unless something was exposed that was just
barring that. If Kendrick finds some shit.
Now the one thing I would say, if I mean, you know,
Kendrick would be elevated again.
Listen to me on this one. If you Young Money, this what I would do if I'm Young Money. You know what I mean? You know, you take Nicki, you take Wayne, you take Drake, You know what I mean? And y'all get on some Hail Mary shit like when it was 50, Eminem, and Busta Rhymes, and they all hopped on the joint and they just all demolished Ja Rule, y'all. If y'all all got on some shit like that, if all three of them, if Wayne, Nicki, and Drake all hopped on a record and they just all spazzed on Kendrick, that shit would turn everything upside down.
I don't.
You know what I mean, even though the only one good at diss tracks is Drake, but still, you know what I mean, if all three of them hopped on a joint and flame that nigga, that shit would.
Kendrick's already showed he can nullify a Drake
But then again, that would work at Drake's disadvantage because then it would say, "Oh, you couldn't beat Kendrick, so you had to get Nicki and Wayne to help you."
And then you might not win though. Then you still
at this point, I don't think, and it's just on the outside looking at. At this point, I don't think pride is something Drake really cares about. Just really look at the stuff he's done. I don't think pride is something he particularly cares about. So if he just saw, Shark and Wayne, and him and Nicki decided, "Hey Wayne, we finna do a quick 8-track list
while he was on his deathbed."
Like we bring out the Ghost Riders, we will put a full 8-track list, and we just finna jump this man straight up with an 8-track. This track come out,
yo. It's 21.
I ain't gonna lie,
that means somebody decided to jump you with 8 tracks, and especially this is what I'm saying. This is like to Hollywood's point, especially if they fire. Like if they some trash or whatever, that don't really matter. If all three of them jump on like 8 songs and they fire, they trash them, you cannot say that.
Look, hypothetical question. What if they do that? Okay, you get Nicki, you get Wayne, you get Drake. What happens when Kendrick shows up and the first song we get from Black Hippie and Forever is a diss on Lil Wayne, Nicki, bruh?
It's a nigga on Black Hippie that I would be terrified of.
Nigga,
Absol Pen is nasty.
Yeah, Absol, yeah.
I don't know what condition he is rapping wise.
And J-Rock,
I know it's been a while.
Kendrick, what do you
and then all of a sudden you start off the Civil War that we thought this was gonna be in the beginning, where you literally gonna have all kind of rappers.
Schoolboy Q black on a nigga yet. So
look, I was gonna say because listen, if Black Hippie comes out,
who East Coast picking? Is they gonna pick West Coast or the South? Because that would.
No, I said they joined the side at that point.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah,
some East Coast niggas is probably gonna ride with Wayne and them because Nicki is from Queens, so
they're gonna get ugly.
You know what I mean? But me as an East Coast nigga, you already know what side I'm on.
He going straight to Cali.
I feel like the Philly niggas will pick.
I just feel like at this moment in time, Kendrick is a better rapper than all of them.
Yo.
You know what I mean? So
it's gonna be beautiful to watch.
But the thing I'm saying is Kendrick in some warpath that he's keep challenging niggas.
He said fuck everybody. So
Kendrick got real soldiers on his side though.
He said it's plural. He said it's no longer old boy.
Wayne will pull out soldiers too. I ain't knocking him this. But just like to me, that's like the only I really like. They jumped on an 8-track thing and just went straight on him, whatever. Then at that point, you're gonna really have to choose sides. And I'm saying like just like not realistic, but just like figuratively speaking. You're gonna choose sides, and all right, now we see it's going 3-1. Now it's an actual war. Now it's like, okay, they then decided to jump together and do some whole mess. And none of them have really done much music recently, outside of Drake last year and Nicki, I think earlier this year. So it's just like, they're gonna be like, all right, screw it then. Well, after the Super Bowl, I'm finna have to go get it to the lab. We finna do some stuff for real. Now, then it just comes back and forth, because then Kendrick gonna have to do more than just one song, have to do a few songs to go for all 3 of them. And after that,
he's got Black Hippie though.
Hey, I'm saying it's gonna be
Absol Pen nasty. I don't sleep on that pen. Don't sleep on that pen.
But so is Schoolboy Q and J-Rock. They both have destructive pens as well.
I ain't gonna lie, J-Rock the only person I ever seen
that's just me
Kendrick on the song.
The fan.
J-Rock beat him on Money Tree. Y'all agree that? Am I the only one that think that?
What?
J-Rock.
No, yeah, J-Rock definitely had best verse on there.
I'm saying J-Rock beat him on. That's the only time I seen Kendrick lose. Money Tree, J-Rock.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's just me as a fan. I would enjoy seeing that kind of carnage. Me as a regular person that appreciates music, Wayne just don't do it. Wayne, just don't even bother.
That little short nigga is on the rampage.
I think
Kendrick, we got 2.5 months. If Kendrick pops out with something else to take shots at you, then it is what it is. But just this, Let it
I
go.
think Kendrick's done until 2025, yo. If I'm being
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
This
they
is a
diss
shot
him.
at-
Oh, he not. If
I don't care
they
what y'all
diss him,
say. This is
Oh,
a shot at
he
Wayne.
dropping
So
on
let's
Christmas,
face it,
dog.
this is a shot at Wayne.
Oh,
Dropping on
if they diss him, he's
Listen,
preparing.
You're not gonna say this is not a shot at Wayne. This is a shot at Wayne. I'm not gonna say what y'all say. This is a shot at
I
Wayne.
mean that he just paying homage. Wayne literally his favorite rapper.
He did. Wayne is his favorite.
I was about to say Wayne's his favorite rapper, yo. And
But
That
I
nigga
thought
was
that-
on live
No, but
drunk.
he did. By the way, I
rapping
do
Lil
want to
Wayne
say this.
song.
I know it's for engagement. He did not diss Lil Wayne.
No, you
He
didn't.
didn't.
No, that
No,
was like
who
Ali was
who
like,
wasn't
"Hey,
it?
my hard work,
No, you can read the lyric. He didn't diss him. No.
my hard work let Lil Wayne." It's kind of a diss on. It's kind of a diss on
But
J.
you know, so
Cole.
many people
Hey, by the
don't
way,
like.
can we talk about this? It's a diss on J. Cole, by the way.
Yeah,
He mentioned
I
Nas
do-
too. Nas the only person that he throwing shots at J.
I
Cole.
do
and
feel
it's
like he threw a couple shots at Cole on here too.
I guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever. Whatever. Let Nas
Whatever.
down. Let Lil Wayne down. Whatever. That's a shot at J. Cole. That's a slight shot. And then he like the only one that congratulated me is Nas.
We'll see. We'll see. Because Cole did let that fight go. We'll see. You know, he said, "Hey, he said I could have went in if I went in there, but I didn't."
No, don't do that, please, Cole.
Cole
I could've went
is
in, but I didn't
gonna
do it.
keep on.
Listen,
Cole is gonna keep on.
I'm gonna say
pedaling
this
down
before
until
we
drive,
depart
yo.
here. Yeah, I mean, because I know niggas, J. Cole apologized, blah blah blah. I've always said this. Out of the big three, if we talk about bar for bar, J. Cole literally is the best rapper out of them niggas. Like we gotta keep it up. Like
this
is the best rapper out of all three of them niggas. And if J. Cole and Kendrick really went on some shit, Cole got enough bars to actually.
I do give Kendrick. I give Kendrick conceptually, Kendrick is better than J. Cole. Conceptually,
but here's the thing though,
making up concepts, coming up with stories, and that way.
It's not just bars. It's who's going.
Yeah, it's not just bars, but I'm just saying Cole got enough. He got enough in his pen where he wouldn't get washed.
Well, I'm not saying washed. Do you think he has enough in his pen to make something that's gonna stick? Because think none of the Drake.
But that's my thing, though. That's my thing. Kendrick got the concepts that every time Kendrick drop, he just makes like a stir because he just says things to go by. Like he does that. That's his thing. That's who I am.
Listen, if Cole actually believe what he's saying, and
that's the problem. He don't believe it though. That's the thing. He still don't
like a 7-minute drill. Everybody ain't like it because it's like, bro, we know you don't believe this shit. You know what I
mean? When he told us if I would have got in the fight, y'all, I would have won. We don't believe you believe that, dog. We don't.
Well, it might be time to prove it since you're still getting shots put at you. So
I'm telling you that Nas thing is a shot at.
Look, Kendrick this album was bait, yo. I don't think niggas realize it.
Got Nas the only one to congratulate me. All these niggas I'm glad to see it on their face. Nas the only one to congratulate me.
Nas the only one.
I guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever.
Though.
Nas is the only nigga that congratulated him.
J. Cole made a whole song about letting Nas down, and Kendrick
he
like
ain't
whatever.
fucking with the backhanded compliments neither, yo. He ain't fucking with the backhanded.
Yeah, no backhanded compliments. Everybody that had a back. I'm gonna just say this. My last thing. The reason why I fuss with this album so heavy, it's just the tone of it. You know what I mean? The tone is like, all right, y'all. I done heard all this shit y'all niggas been saying for months now, whether it's the Super Bowl shit or your bad opinions about me versus Drake, and I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of you niggas talking. So here, I got something to say to you, motherfuckers. And he said it. You know what I mean? He let niggas know it's not just fuck old boy, it's fuck everybody. So if you want to smoke with the guy, he letting you know, like, nigga, I'm
him.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. He will show you. You know what I mean? He will show you.
It is boogeyman season. For real, for real.
Like I just at this point, it's like leave that man alone, dog. Just let him stay at home with his wife and kids. Stop poking.
Don't look under the bed, folks. Just don't.
Well, we'll leave it to y'all. Hollywood, where can they find you for more of the breakdown?
Yes, sir. You can find me, Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Cartel, What It Sound Like podcast, now on Monday evening. You know what I mean? We will be, next show is on Monday. We will be reviewing this Kendrick album. You know what I mean? And also, one of these days I'm gonna be back on Welcome to Hollywood. One of these days. You know what I mean? I'm probably Probably just gonna do my top 25 albums of 2024. My next Welcome to Hollywood episode.
Ooh.
But also, just be on the lookout for next year. I will be doing a lot of, independent music stuff outside of what it sounds like too. So, just make sure you go ahead and be on the lookout for that next year. But yeah, you can find me at Hollywood Sensei 215 _215 on all social media platforms. I'm the only one with that name, so you type it in, you only gonna see me. So
The special one. And of course, we have special people. We have the Afro Commie 765, the special one on the Twitter, aka the X, aka the Glaze Fest of Kendrick Lamar and friends. Where can they find it?
I don't think I glaze too hard, but you already know you can find me at Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. You can catch me Wednesdays on the Board Cartels Roundtable, Thursdays now for casual conversations, as well as Fridays for Friday night. You're talking wrestling with the amazing Spider Cam, and then here on Saturdays I'll make it make sense. You know the vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory.
And of course, the man at the Garden, not looking at the New York Knicks. Of course, it is Zelmay.
We're definitely not talking about the New York Knicks. But we are talking about
The
Alpha Zelmay. And you can find me at Keep It 99. Anything overall 99 anime. Monte will be on there one day. We trying to overall 99 gaming, all that stuff. We got a bunch of content coming out every day. In December, we dropping a video. The review for Gladiator 2 is coming soon. I also have a review, hopefully, for Wicked coming soon. I do not know. Unico's short is on there too, so if you want to go watch that, like I said, every day in December we having a video drop, so it's gonna be a random topics, random thoughts. You'll see Hollywood. You'll see Afro coming on Thursdays, in which we will expose ourselves Thursdays. Pause.
Not literally. No one's gonna see my dick on Thursday. I just want to get that straight.
Tori, let them wonder.
I mean, look, if the money's right, anything's possible, yo.
The money's right. You know what I mean?
But
I'm a realist.
Exposing will happen on Thursday, so be there on Keeping That 9 channel.
A lot of bad opinions.
Yeah. But what I mean by that is we will be talking about popular things that people like that we didn't, and things that people love that we didn't. So we're gonna
talk about things that we love that people hate too.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see exposed so you can get mad about it. Maybe somebody will pick this Kendrick out. It won't be me. I already told you I like it. So, but all that stuff,
It definitely won't be me.
Of course, it is your boy, Murray Hudson, where it says Murray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, as it still exists, and TikTok, as it still remains. Of course, on YouTube, Make It Make Sense, the podcast, and on Facebook. Make sure to go like, comment, subscribe to those wonderful places. Make sure to look for this lovely insignia that let you know you have found the right place. Breaking down stupid, making it fluid. Doing our best to, wipe away all the glaze and let you see the clearness of the truth of a lot of these places. And of course, getting ready for the end of the year, the countdowns on Make It Make Sense. You got to do our countdowns. It is 4 Saturdays in this month of December. So we got to do those countdowns for those 4 Saturdays. Top 10 songs, top 10 movies. Finally, the top 10 social media covered events on this show, and even a special countdown that I can't wait to unveil at the proper time. So December is going to be.
Is there going to be a baby wipe countdown or a baby oil countdown?
Of course not. So of course we don't do any Diddy Enterprising products, anything of that nature here. But of course it's going to be a wonderful month.
I need the Johnson & Johnson sponsor.
Gearing up for it, of course. Make sure y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. We will see y'all next Saturday, of course.
The colonizers holiday, yo.
Foods. How fat did you get? Did you get the itis?
The white man holiday.
Indigenous Day is Friday.
Did the dressing taste good? Did somebody screw up the macaroni and cheese? Were the greens runny? All the important questions will be answered next Saturday. Make sure y'all come through and like,
Which
comment,
slave
subscribe.
ship did your family get here on that day?
Something is wrong with this man. But of course, Make It Make Sense, the podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. We are out. Thank you all. Peace.